do. There she was, just a walking down the street, singing do a diddy diddy dum diddy do. She looks good, she looks fine, she looks good, she looks fine, and I nearly lost my mind. Do you guys know this song? If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a beautiful woman your wife. Believe me, what I'm telling you is true. Get an ugly girl to marry you. Yeah, it's true. Hello, everybody. I see people are joining in already. Excellent. Very happy to have you. Thank you for joining me. My name is Coach Shane. It says so right there, right there. There you go. Hannah, how you doing, Hannah? Good to see you. Good to see you. Vishu, Felipe, Julio. Excellent. Is it Julio? Oh, Steve. What are you doing, Steve? Get out of here, Steve. Don't be teasing me, Steve. Welcome everybody. Danny from Argentina. Great to see you. Ilke, how you doing? Good to have you, everybody. Welcome. Luciana, great to have you. Oh, I love when I see my students here, my actual real live superstar students. That's so cool. Steve's the man. 1-2 Jiu-Jitsu, everybody. If you're on Instagram, we got 1-2 Jiu-Jitsu. He is a Jiu-Jitsu god. He's an outstanding jiu-jitsu coach. Steve, I'm thinking of inviting you to a business group that I attend. I'll talk to you about it on Tuesday. If you're interested, let me know. Julio from Dominican Republic, is that right? DR. Vishu, how you doing? Great, everybody. Great to have you. So yeah, my name's Coach Shane. I'm an English coach. I help people like you master English. That's my job. The job of a coach is what? To create champions. Only a coach that creates champions is successful. I'm successful. I've got lots of champions. Luciana, Hannah, two of my champions. They're excellent. They do an excellent job because they study hard. They listen to what I tell them to do, and they do a great job. And I want you to join in too. Oh, that's cool, Steve. That's cool. Okay. We got William from Brazil. Welcome. Obrigado. Mario from Mexico. Gracias. Al Mansuri. What is that? Turkey? I have no idea. In your opinion, what is the importance of reading in English learning? Reading is fine. Reading is great. If you like reading, read. That's my opinion. My focus is speaking and listening. Okay, so I don't really touch reading. Personally, I love to read, and it's a personal thing, right? Of course, I speak English. I only read English books. Now, I mastered the Korean language. My second language was Korean, and I never read a book in Korean. I wasn't interested in it because vernacular, spoken, daily life Korean and Korean that you would find in a book are different. It's a different style of speaking. It's a different style of communicating. So I wasn't interested in that. I didn't feel I needed to learn it. And I was correct. I didn't. So if you like it, then absolutely do it. What's the purpose of reading? If it's for your personal satisfaction, excellent. But are you reading for another reason? I would be curious to know what that reason is. Nick from Russia. Spasibo. Oh, we got more from hello from Russia. It's good to see you, Coach Shane. Give me your name. That's so cool. Jiang Pham is back. Korea's in the house. Konshin is here. Excellent. Pangapsaumnaida. Welcome. Jiang Pham, assuming you're Vietnamese. Kam ung. I'm working on my languages. Yeah, so reading, it's great if that's your thing. I love reading in English. I have and had no desire to read in Korean. For me, when I mastered Korean, listening and speaking were much more my style. That was much more my style. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Ranya's here. Good to see ya. Welcome, everybody. Give me questions. Why am I here today? I'm here to answer questions that you might have. Do you have any questions about learning English? I want you to join my classes. Jiang, I've got a question. How do I learn vocabulary when I watch movies without subtitles? To be honest, I don't want to watch movies with subtitles. Exactly. So movies are different compared to TV shows. Okay. Movies are a one-off 2-hour experience. And I don't know what genre of movie you're referring to, but I would leave movies purely for entertainment. But television shows, this is something that you can study, consciously study. And Jiang's question is, how do I learn vocabulary when I watch without subtitles? And my answer is, don't worry about it. And I know that doesn't make sense, but I'm serious. And I'm very, very serious about that. That's how I learned Korean. I learned Korean from ground zero, nothing. And I watched Korean TV. I didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing. I was actually kind of forced to watch Korean TV. There was nothing else to do. There was just Korean TV, and that was it. So I sat there and watched it. But after a couple weeks, it's every Tuesday. It was Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember. I think it was Tuesday. Anyway, every night, every Tuesday, I watched this Korean TV show. And I had no idea what they were saying. However, it was the same show every Tuesday. I watched it every week. After about 3 weeks, I started to understand what was happening. After 6 weeks, 7 weeks, I started to recognize phrases like hello or wife, 여보, 자기야, 사랑해, 사랑해. I love you. I started to recognize these different expressions. I had no dictionary. I didn't know how to spell it, but I could understand it. That's how I learned. And as time went, I learned more and more and more and more, and I started to be very comfortable with the language. Then I learned how to spell. Korean has an alphabet. I learned how to spell. And then I started to learn how to read. And I would read signs, or I would read the menu. And then I would listen to Korean songs, and I would look at the lyrics, and I would read the lyrics and sing the song. And then I would go to the dictionary to find out what the word meant. But many times I couldn't find the word because of conjugation and things like that. So then I learned grammar. I learned the Korean language the proper way. The problem with most of you is you learned English bass-ackwards. You started with grammar and vocabulary, and then some reading and writing, and then some listening, and then some speaking. And it's not your fault. That's the education system. That's the way the education system works. So you need to basically unlearn that process. When you were a child, when you were a baby, you learned your native language, right? From mom and dad. And what's really important to understand is a child, when they learn the language from their mom and dad, do they ask questions? Do they say to their mother, "Mother, what does PP mean?" Do they ask questions? No, they don't. They don't ask questions. They never ask questions. They just listen, get a feel, and they eventually start to use it. They never ask questions. They never question anything. They just look, listen, and learn. And all of that takes place in your right brain. Your brain has two hemispheres, a right side and a left side. And all of that is in the right side. When we start asking questions, why this, how this, When do we use this conjugation? What's past tense, future tense, present tense? What's a gerund? When we start asking questions, we're using our left brain. And now we analyze. Language learning is best learned in the right brain. Okay? That's where language learning is best learned, not in the left brain. Later on, when we want to be experts, that's when we go to the left brain, but not in the beginning. So you guys, you already studied vocabulary and grammar, and reading comprehension is pretty good. You need to unlearn that. You need to go back to the right brain. So Jiang Fan, don't worry about vocabulary. Seriously, don't care. Just make watching TV a right brain activity. That was a long answer. I apologize, but I hope you understand what I was talking about. Julio, Humanity says, hi, how you doing, Humanity? Julio, I loved your Spotify podcast. Oh, no, I just made a new one last week. I just made a new one, Julio. Which one? The E-Cubed? Humanity, can talk a little bit about teaching students who don't attend to class activities and just focus on test scores, especially written question. Yeah, so that's why for me, Humanity rules. I don't, to be honest, I don't want most people to join my classes because, oh, Juliana, how you doing, Juliana? I don't like weak people, and I don't like complainers, and I don't like, I don't like weak people. I don't like complainers. If you join my classes and you're not serious, you must be rich because you're wasting your money. You need to be serious if you're going to join my classes. I'm a coach. I make champions. If I can't make you into a champion, that makes me look bad. Okay? So when you sign up with me, my reputation is on the line. You need to do a good job. I'm there for you. I'm going to do everything I can to help you, but you need to work also, okay? And I don't ask much. So when people don't show up, when people don't do things, then yeah, I've kicked students out. I've canceled contracts, refunded money. I don't want it. Yeah. Not all money is good money. Not all students are good students. So if you can pick and choose your students, that's what I recommend you do. Shane, how to understand music words? It's so difficult, William asks. Absolutely. So you have to remember, lyrics to a song is poetry. And when we speak our language, do we speak in poetry? No, we don't. So that's why studying song lyrics is fun. You can enjoy it, but it can be really confusing. Also, really useless. To be honest, you're not going to use the expressions you find in a song useful in conversation. Okay, you can, the name of the song, oh, did you hear the new song by Maluma? Oh, it's so cool. I love it. The name of the song, the name of the singer is useful, but the actual lyrics usually are not useful. Okay, so that's something you should remember. Shub, how are you doing? Shub is my video man, my right-hand video man. Let me get to my other chat here. So many great questions. What city am I in? I'm in the country. I'm not in a city. I'm in the country. I'm in a place called Vermont, and we're right south of Canada, right south of Canada. Are you still volunteering at the radio station? Yes, I did my radio show yesterday. Calty Next is here. I love your lessons. Thank you so much. JP Dynabook says, thanks for the lesson on how a brain works. My pleasure. What's the difference between recall and remember? Depends on how you use it. Basically, they're the same thing, but it depends, I guess. For me, learning grammar first was the best way to understand the English language, but I understand that everyone is different. Exactly. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm talking in generals, but yeah, you're totally cool. You're unique, Victor. I would assume, I'm not joking, I would assume, Victor, that you have a high IQ. I'm not joking, because grammar of a language is essentially mathematics. And if that is what helped you, that means you're probably very intelligent, very left-brained, which is perfect. That's great. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, that's exactly. Sergey, hi Shane. What do you think about learning with comprehensible input? You should learn English with realistic situations. You should learn English so that you can focus on your output. Okay? I'm not joking about that. You need to learn English that affects you. Look at your daily life. Look at your daily life. Look at your interests. That's the English you need to learn. Look at who you talk to. Look at your hobbies. That's the English you need to learn. Okay? That's really important. So it's not, the input should be directly related to your life and your situations so that you can directly output what you've learned. So for example, you like the NBA basketball. Okay? Which team? You like the Memphis Grizzlies NBA basketball team. Excellent. What you should be doing every week, you should be listening to a podcast about the Memphis Grizzlies basketball team. Believe me, there are going to be many of them. Pick one, find one, at least one, and listen to it every week because that's your English. And as you listen to their stuff, you should go on their page or Instagram or Twitter or whatever and start leaving comments in English using the expressions that you're hearing in the podcast. That's your language. That's your situation. That's what you need to be doing. So the input needs to be personally related, useful to you, and then you need to output as fast as possible. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. How to become a native speaker? Be born in the country. Not joking. Not joking. That's the only way you're going to do it. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, so many comments, guys. I love it. Ivan says, thank you for your work and dedication. Thank you. Until now, I don't know how to pay. You're in Iran, right? Iran. So yeah, payment in Iran it's possible, but next to impossible. Did you study the theories of language acquisition or do you just know them from experience? Oh, I studied my ass off. Yeah, I studied a lot. I love your lessons a lot, and I learned a lot from your daily dictation. Daily dictation, everybody should be listening to daily dictation. I'm in the States. Yes, Shub, I am in the States. I'm in the States, United States, the state of Vermont. Look it up, Vermont, the state of Vermont. The location is right next to Canada, but it's in the United States. Proper grammar allows you to convey your intended meaning clearly and precisely. Without it, sentences can be ambiguous, confusing, or even convey the wrong message entirely. You're absolutely right. If you are writing in English, you must have proper grammar. There's no exception. You have to have, especially as a business person, your grammar must be perfect. Thank God we have AI, because AI, like ChatGPT 4, made everyone's life easier for writing, for grammar. When you're speaking, much less important. Much less important. Pronunciation becomes the king when you're speaking. It's pronunciation and rhythm. Those are what's important for speaking. Is grammar not important? No. We want to have perfect grammar when we speak too, but many people are nervous when they speak, and that's going to make their grammar worse. So don't worry about it. But when you write, your grammar needs to be perfect. If you're not using AI, why not? Makes no sense to me. Any tips for vocabulary? I'll talk about that later, guys. I got a lot of tips. Heated debates around on how to start your own language learning, that you might get criticism by some people if you told them to unlearn the basics of language. Oh, English teachers hate me because I'm right. I come from a small town called Termez. It's great to meet you. The best way to learn English is listen and try to understand the best no songs. Am I right? What do you think about it? Yeah, I don't think there's a best way to do anything, but what works for you might be best. That's what I did. What you did is the same thing I did. I watched shows in Korean and listened to music in Korean. That's how I started to learn Korean. Yeah. And that worked for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but that worked for me. Algeria. Algeria, you can use Western Union. Get the lessons. How to improve listening comprehension. Take my daily dictation videos. You're on YouTube, search for daily dictation. Okay? And watch my videos. Start at lesson number 1. Watch my videos. I'll go back over here. Jalolidin Lifestyle. Hey, how you doing, Shane? I'm doing great. Panis English Teaching. You're the best teacher, Coach Shane, is it? Thank you so much. A fellow English teacher. That makes me really happy. Martini, you and me every day. Word up. Gand Frushan. My English is not bad in reading and listening, but I'm terrible in speaking. What do I do? I'll explain. Thank you for your answer. A big fan since 2009. That is so cool. Thank you so much. I work at an institute and deal with lots of such students. Ugh, yeah, the pain, lazy students, right? So for speaking, the only way to improve your speaking, well, not the only way. I think a very good way to improve your speaking is, first of all, fix pronunciation. You don't have to sound like a native English speaker. Absolutely not. You don't have to get rid of your accent. You can have your accent. No problem at all. Seriously, no problem. If you're French, you got a French accent, fine. Chinese accent, fine. If you're Mexican, you got a Spanish accent, fine. Doesn't matter. The accent is fine. But your pronunciation needs to be good. It doesn't even have to be great, but it needs to be good. I could be specific and say consonants and vowels. Consonants are where your focus should be. But anyway, pronunciation. The only way, not the only way, nearly the only way to fix pronunciation is to have coaching, like with me. I need to be able to hear you. I need to be able to see you. I need to be able to fix your pronunciation. And not once, but repeatedly, because I can fix for anybody. I can fix your pronunciation problem in 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. I had an Indian student, and he lives in America, and he needed to fix his pronunciation. Some parts of his pronunciation were terrible. One of his worst was the TH sound. I fixed his pronunciation in 5 minutes. Fixed. It was perfect. What happened 2 days later? Terrible pronunciation again. And I told him, oh, fix your TH. Then he fixed it. 3 days later, terrible pronunciation again. Oh, TH. Then he fixed it. This is what you have to have, this repeated. It takes 20, well, theoretically, it takes 20 days to develop a habit. Okay? 20 consecutive days to develop a habit. Once you develop a habit, then you're going to develop a behavior. Once you develop a behavior, then you're going to develop a characteristic. Once you develop a characteristic, you're going to enhance or unenhance your personality. So you have to have somebody guiding you, precisely you, on your pronunciation. I can teach. So on YouTube, I show you how to make the R sound. Okay. I give a video on the L sound. But you know what? It doesn't work for everybody. You know why? Because everybody's tongue is different. The inside of your mouth is actually different compared to the next guy. Some people have a long tongue. Some people have a short tongue. Some people have a wide tongue. Some people have a thin tongue. Some people's tongue doesn't do anything. It's a dumb tongue. My tongue, I can make a U. My wife and my son, Jimmy, they can like make an S with their tongue. It's a muscle. And because it's different for everybody, the way you master pronunciation is going to be different from the next person. There are general rules, but there's no perfect rule. So you have to fix pronunciation first if you want to be good at speaking. Now, what happens? You fix your pronunciation. How do you feel? Ooh, you feel confident. Once you have confidence, now you're going to want to start speaking and talking and engaging with people. That's so important. What do you talk about? What about your vocabulary? What about your grammar? That's the next step. And that's something we do in camp. Actually, we're going to be starting an English boot camp end of July for everybody. We have English camp in China. We're going to start that for the rest of the world, probably the end of July. So camp would be excellent for you, for everybody. Let me see here. How to improve my listening comprehension? Yeah, get my daily dictation. Will learners ever be fluent at watching films without subtitles and understand? Oh, absolutely. Understanding everything? No, but understanding 95%? Yes. I got that way in Korean. Absolutely. Can I join your camp, especially Perf? I would love it. You're the best. You're the best. Is this your normal speaking speed? Faster when you talk to us? Not really. Maybe a little bit. It is closed. Yeah, Yeah, we started the month already. Do you remember Korean? 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 저는 셰인입니다. 저는 영어 강사이고 지금 버몬트에서 살고 있는데 가족들이랑 뭐 아들 2마리, 고양이 3마리, 개 1마리, 시어머님? How do I say? 장모님도 계시고 물론 우리 아내도 있습니다. There's my Korean. I want to take another chance for live classes because when I got it, that's your fault. You did not take advantage of it. Do you have any tips to those who want to become a translator? Get used to AI. Learn how to use AI. I'm serious. Translator, that's one of those iffy areas. You need to be better at AI than anybody else. Otherwise, AI will replace you. If there's 100 translators in 2 years, 95 of them are going to lose their job. Only the top 5 are going to keep their job, and they're using AI. So take my advice. That's what you need to do. You need to master AI. I'm from Taiwan. I love your videos. That's so cool. Thank you so much. How do you pronounce Betty can hear me? Yeah, he can hear me. Betty can hear me. Shub, how's my pronunciation? Shub, you should take my perf class. I'm serious. If you want it, I'll give it to you. But don't be lazy though. You got to do the lessons. How to improve my writing skills? Use AI. I'm not joking. Now you can go to a teacher and learn how to write. Keep your sentences short. That's my advice. Keep your sentences short and use AI. Armageddon. Is the A short O? Yeah, it's the first A. It's a short O plus R. That's right. Armageddon. Writing skills. Yep. How do I pronounce how do I pronounce the U? Good. Good is what we call a short double O, and but is a short U, but it can also be a schwa. Your pronunciation is so clear, I don't even need to wear my hearing aids, but still understand what you say. I like to say that, everybody, if your pronunciation is perfectly clear, deaf people or people who are hard of hearing can see what you're saying and understand you perfectly. The more clearly you speak, the easier it is for people who are hard of hearing or people who are deaf. I have a deaf cousin, and she has no problem understanding me. None at all. You guys are too nice. Thank you so much. Good morning. Hey, Nearton, another brother from another mother. How can I do that? What do you mean, how can you do that? Join. Do I do personal lessons, like one-on-one lessons? Extremely rare. The last one-on-one lesson I did was with an actor. And he had an audition, and his audition was Friday, and he hired me on Monday. And he hired me for 1 hour. It's very expensive. And we did basically 5 minutes a day for 5 days. Maybe 10. I guess it was, no, we did, yeah. So 10 minutes a day. Yeah. Basically 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night for 5 days. That's what we did. It's very expensive. And he was successful. So my personal private lessons are ridiculously expensive because I only do it for people who have a significant, very clear goal. And usually it's tied to money. And usually it's tied to lots of money. So because of that, I charge a lot of money, but it works. But my other coaches will do private lessons. They're not cheap either, but they will. So if you're interested in private lessons, I strongly do not recommend private lessons. I really do not. It's almost always a waste of money unless you have a very clear goal. And I mean a quantifiable goal and a deadline. It's not just, I think I'm going to do it this year. This year I'm going to have a private teacher. We'll make maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays. No, that's a flake. We don't want that. Oh, we'll take your money if you're rich. We'll take your money. But you're going to hate it. You're going to be bored. The teacher's going to be bored. The teacher's not going to like it. Or worst case scenario, you're going to become friends. And friends never become good teachers because they're friends. So I really am against personal lessons. Send an email. Yes. I think small business will get rid of translators entirely for AI, but in professional settings, yes, when it comes to translators, like I said, the top 5% will stay, and we need them because of nuance. AI can't replace humans in the sense that, I mean, robots can replace humans. AI can replace humans, but not all humans. Okay. You just can't do it. At McDonald's, you can have robots, but at a very good steakhouse, you can't have robots. It's sight, it's smell, it's sense. You got to sense when something is perfect, right? Only a human can do that. Only a human can handle unpredictable situations. Only a human can be in chaos, and yet it's logical chaos. When AI is in chaos, it's illogical, and we can recognize that. But humans, when they are in chaos, it's a logical form of chaos, and AI can't do that. So there will be jobs for translators, but 95 out of 100 are going to lose it. I know a 46-year-old woman who's trying to learn English, and I want to help her, but she's a beginner, almost intermediate. Do you want me to share you to her? Oh, you use this as an opportunity to teach. The best way to learn something, you guys know this, the best way to learn something is to teach what you've learned. Thank you so much because of the useful information. I don't have any problem in pronunciation. I forget all of the words and grammar when I want to speak. Maybe I fear. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about the grammar. Seriously, don't worry about the grammar. Now, eventually you want to. See, if in my classes, we have something called RSM. RSM is repeat, shadow, mimic. And this method, no other teacher teaches it like me. This method is so powerful in fixing vowel pronunciation and sentence structure, meaning grammar. It's a right brain activity. Remember I talked about the left brain and the right brain? When you're speaking, everybody, is a right brain activity. It's not a left brain activity. Speaking is a left brain activity if you have a script. Then it's a left brain activity. But normally when you're speaking to your mom, when you're speaking to your husband, when you're speaking to your child, you're not thinking, you're just speaking. It's a right brain activity. So your right brain doesn't know grammar. So your right brain is going to be confused. So my RSM method actually trains your right brain, to fix your grammar. It's amazing. And your vowel pronunciation, which is very amazing. Good afternoon, everybody. It's 2:00 in Brazil. Coach Shane, you're a great teacher. Thank you. Oh, obrigado. Thank you so much. How to improve listening skills. I have bad hearing and need to wear hearing aids. Yeah. Well, if your hearing aids are good, watch my daily dictation videos on YouTube. Watch my daily dictation videos on YouTube. They will help you so much. Okay? I really recommend that. Thank you for your lessons. Don't stop. Don't worry, Duna. I won't. My goal is to understand everybody like I understand when you are speaking. Greetings from Poland. Dziękuję is my pronunciation, okay? Dziękuję. Thank you. Absolutely, Caltinex. Yeah, DDM. So if I recommend a class, Krzysztof. Ooh, that's tough. Krzysztof. Is that okay? DDM. You would love DDM. That's exactly what we teach. Yeah. All right. I am going to finish up pretty quickly here. But give me 1 or 2 more questions so I can answer them. I love to answer your questions. Chris, that's much easier. Chris, how do you pronounce what did you and what do you? Yeah, so Don, so what did you, what do you, what did you, what do you, what did you, what did you, what do you, what did you, what do you, what did you, what do you, what you, what you, what you, what you. The first one is going to usually have a J pronunciation, and the second one will not. That's the biggest difference, Don. Yes, please watch those videos. Gracias por todo. What does todo mean? What is todo? Should we use the shadowing technique to get rid of our accent? No, that's not going to help get rid of your accent at all. It's not going to help at all. Accent is not that important, Duna. But if you want to get rid of your accent, you have to learn pronunciation. That's what you have to do. You have to clean up pronunciation. Shadowing. This is why it's so frustrating as an English coach. So repeating and shadowing and mimicking. These are 3 crucial elements that you should be utilizing. And many teachers talk about it, but I'm sorry, they talk about it wrong. You can't repeat everything, you can't shadow everything, and you shouldn't mimic everything. There are some things you repeat, there are some things you shadow, there are some things you mimic. There are time constraints for shadowing and repeating. You don't do everything. There's methods on how you do it. Do you have a script? Do you not have a script? Do you watch the video? Do you not watch the video? This is a very complicated thing. And it depends on you and the subject and your understanding. All of this is tied together. So RSM is so powerful. S will do nothing with your accent. It will do nothing. This is why you guys really should join my camp. Camp is coming in July, maybe August. It's the bomb. It's really great. Yeah, you really should join it. Do you recommend kids shows to learn a language where they talk slow and simpler? Absolutely not. Kids speak a different language, okay? It's like reading a Harry Potter book in English. It's a different language. Children speak one way, adults speak another way. If you're going to study children's English, you're going to sound like a child. No, I do not recommend that at all. I like when you do Country Shane. He needs to come back. He'll be back soon. T plus U is chew. D plus U is Jew. Yeah, I say T plus Y is CH and D plus Y is J. That's right. Do you speak Chinese? 一点点. Or do you want to learn Chinese in the future? I'm learning a little bit. 新年快乐，恭喜发财，生来pan赚的咖啡. That's a little bit of Chinese. What is the secret of learning English? Which part are we missing? I talked about that, Nihat. You learned backwards. That's the big problem. And the other thing is now, even though you learn backwards, if you want to learn, it needs to be interesting. It needs to be engaging both ways, input and output. You need guidance, and it needs to be personally affecting you. It has to be involved with your personal life. It's the only way to master it. Noma, nice to see you. Love your way of teaching. Thank you very much. Don, thank you, teacher. Really, you are great. Thank you. Leah, are you going live every day? Not every day. I'm still trying to pick the time and the day, but we will be going live a lot more. You're going to talk about tips for vocabulary. Should I do that today? The British accent is quite lovely. Thank you very much, Hannah. You have a great day too. Thank you. The British accent is quite lovely, especially the received pronunciation. Indeed, it sounds very sophisticated and intellectual. At times, however, it can sound a bit condescending. But anyway, Americans in general really like the British accent because it sounds so smart. Indeed, it does. I must agree. There's the British accent for you. Vocabulary. All right, this will be my last question. If you are a student, sorry, you got to memorize. There's no other way. Because you have a test, your teacher's going to give you a test, and you need to pass the test. You have to. There's no choice. That's the fact. If you are an adult, meaning you're done with school, you work, you're married, you have a kid, you're retired, English is part of your job, English is your hobby, you like to travel, you need English. In that situation, the vocabulary you need to learn is the vocabulary in your life right now, in your language. Okay? So today I had a camp in China, an English camp, online. And we talked about when you get on an airplane, before you're in the air, the flight attendants will give you a safety briefing. They're going to tell you where the doors are. They're going to tell you about the oxygen masks so you can breathe. They're going to tell you how to put on the life vest so if you're in the water, you can float. They're going to give you all of this information. In your language, is that complicated? Yes or no? In your language, is that information complicated? Yes or no? Put your answer. I'll wait. I got to wait. There's a delay, so I have to wait. Is that information that the flight crew gives you, is it complicated? Yes or no? In your language. No, it's not. Absolutely, it's not. Thank you very much. Yeah, it is not complicated. It's easy. Wait a minute. What about that same information in English? Is it easy? No, it's not. Everything in that flight, everything in that situation is basic English. There are some special vocabulary words, but it's essentially basic English. And I guarantee almost all of you would not understand what a flight attendant is saying in English. And even really good people who think their English is really good, when I do this lesson, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I don't understand. I mean, I understand because I know the situation, but I can't hear the words. What's the vocabulary? Oh my God. It's people think they need these big words. They need to memorize new words. No, you need to understand the words you already know and how we use them. That's what you need to do. This is what I teach. You need for vocabulary, like I said earlier, what's your hobby? Do you like cooking? Oh, good, good. What kind of cooking? Oh, you like cooking Mexican food. Oh, great, great. What kind of Mexican food? Soups, burritos. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what what types of Mexican food there are. But what you should be doing, if you love to cook spicy Mexican food and you are not listening to a Mexican food podcast, you're not reading a Mexican food blog, you're not watching a Mexican food video, why not? That's your English. So let's say you're Polish and you love spicy Mexican food. Great. And you want to speak English. One of the first things you should start doing is listening to podcasts, watching videos, reading blog posts about spicy Mexican food in English. Because you know everything in Polish, now you're just getting the English version. Get a notebook, write down the words. It'll be so much easier for you to remember and memorize those words. Why? Because it's your language. It's what you do. It's your stuff. It's personalized to you. That's the best way to learn new vocabulary. Does that make sense? Yeah, Luciana, exactly. In our language, it's easy, but in English, ay, ay, ay. All right. I hope this wasn't boring. Was it interesting? Did you enjoy it? I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Christy Wu. Hi, Shane, for listening. If I see the subscription is okay, but if I just listen, I cannot follow up. I'm not sure what your question is, Christy. I try and ask again, Christy. Try and ask again. I'm not sure I understand the question, so I'll wait for her to reword her question, and then I'll call it a day. I gotta go eat. I'm hungry. Man, I'm so busy today. I'm like so busy. Look at my schedule. This is my schedule today. And right now it's what is it? 1:15. Ah, I'm so busy. Help me, please. Somebody please come and help me. I need help. When will I go live again? I'm not exactly sure. How can I improve my listening? Okay. I don't know exactly when. Maybe tomorrow, not Tuesday and not Wednesday. I know for sure I won't be live Tuesday or Wednesday, but maybe Thursday. Oh, please, Don, I need help. That's good to see you, George. How you doing, George? Christy, for your listening skills, do you know my daily dictation videos? Do you know my daily dictation videos? Yes or no? They're on YouTube. Your last name is Wu, so I will assume you're Chinese. They're also on Bilibili in China. Millions of views. I really recommend my daily dictation videos. That's your start for listening skills. If you like my daily dictation videos on YouTube, they're all free. If you like those videos, I absolutely recommend you join my classes. Everybody, if you're still here, see my email address right here. It says contact There you go. Contact at letsmasterenglish.com. Contact at letsmasterenglish.com. Send me an email. If you're serious, I don't want anybody who's not serious. If you're serious, send me an email right now today and say, hey, Coach Shane said I can try VIP for free with live classes. Send an email right now and my staff will send you that. Only if you're serious. If you're not going to be serious, then don't do it. Because we only do this once. We keep everybody's email. And if somebody asks again, nope, you weren't serious, we're not going to do it. We don't like flakes. Seriously, that's why I say don't study with me unless you're serious. Like Luciana and Hannah and Nearton. Those are not students. They're tigers. They're very serious. Yeah. So anyway. So Christy, you can try that too. Lesson, listen. Lesson, listen. Short E, short I. Thanks for your Easy Expression podcast. They're awesome. Thank you so much. It was interesting. All right, guys. I am out of here. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I will be back. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow. Probably not. Maybe Thursday. Good chance for Thursday. For sure, next weekend. I know for sure also it's not going to be Tuesday and it's not going to be Wednesday. But thank you. Have a great day, evening, morning, whatever it is, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Send you the link. No link. Just send an email right here. You see it right here? I can't do this backwards. Contact at letsmasterenglish.com. You got it, Christy? You got it? You got it, man? Contact at letsmasterenglish.com. It's not in the description. You guys can't see it. It's in the look at my picture. Do you see my finger? Are you on your phone? Maybe that's why you can't use it. Can't see it. Ay. Okay, I'll type it. Hold up. I can type. At dot. There you go. Okay, you got it. Good. All right. That's it. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello. Oops. Hello. 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 All right. Willkommen und bienvenue. Welcome. All right. See, people are watching. That's cool. Say hi. Tell me where you're from. I apologize because I can't see everybody's chat. So if I don't respond to you, I don't see the chat on my screen. So I just want to apologize if that happens to you. I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't see it. So, but hey, Ingrid Basher. Ingrid, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. Good to see you. All right. Tell me what's your name, where you're from, what country you live in, or what city you live in. Atafe, I joined from Germany, Berlin. Hello. Is my pronunciation okay? Atafe Hedari. I hope my pronunciation is okay. You were born in 1991? My goodness. I was already an English teacher for 5 years when you were born. Asha, how you doing, Asha? Nice to see ya. Welcome, everybody. The audio is okay? Audio quality is okay? Ingrid always doing fine. That's what I like to hear. How is the mussels from Brussels, by the way? Asha is in Nepal. So cool. Yeah, almost. Oh, I apologize for when I mispronounce your names. I feel terrible. I'm sorry. Nasim says, hi. How you doing, Nasim? What's up, Nasim? What up, dog? Welcome, everybody. My name, do you guys know my name? You might not know my name. Jack's in the house. Yo, yo, what's up, guys? Nasim, cool. Yeah, my name, it's right here, right? Boom, Coach Shane. Hopefully you can see that. My email address right there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Contact at letsmasterenglish.com. Too easy. It's my first time here. Welcome, everyone. Oh, that's very nice. Yes, indeed. Welcome, everybody. Great. Thanks. Cool. So I'm an English coach. Hopefully you know that. I help people. I help smart people, not dumb people. I help smart people master English. Obviously, you are smart because you are here, and that makes me feel good. I like to be with smart people. They say if you want to improve your life, you should hang out with people that are better than you. And that's how I consider you, better than me. So, yeah, it's great to be here with you. I'm doing good, Jack. I'm doing good. Thank you. Long time. It's not a long time. Was it 2 days? I think it's been 2 days. All right. So give me some questions. Give me some questions. I'll answer questions almost about anything. There are some things I might not answer, but if it's English related, yeah, I'll answer it. I'm not smart. Shame on me. Are you kidding, Jack? Jack, stop being humble. Stop being humble, Jack. Be who you are. Jack is a genius, everybody. If you know, Jack's just a genius. That's all I can say. And he likes to fish, which is cool. So Jack is like Jesus. He likes to fish. Your podcast is great. Many, many thanks. I'm listening from the beginning. I'm listening to number 298. That is so cool. That is great. I'll be making number, I already have it up. I'll be making number 1133, hopefully today. My plan is to make it today. I don't know if I actually will have time, but I want to. Bangladesh is in the house. Yusuf, how you doing, Yusuf? 2 days is a long time. Yeah, it can be. Why do we pronounce T in pizza? I'm curious about that. Because it's Italian. The word is from Italy. It's an Italian word, and we use the Italian pronunciation. That's why, Leah. It's not English. It's like French words. The word resume, we use an Italian French pronunciation. We don't say resume. So that's why English is really complicated. We use words from many different languages, and that makes it confusing. I know. But that's why you have me to help you and explain things. Yasser, how you doing? Oh, it's great to see you, Yasser. Yasser. You're the Yasser, the professor in Iran, right? I believe you're in Iran. Yasser's over on Instagram. Sergey, glad to see you. Glad to see you too. How to pronounce ing? Good question. The ing actually has 3 pronunciations. Now, the perfect pronunciation, ing, like kicking, running, talking, studying, ing, perfect pronunciation, which is what you should use. When you're speaking English, everybody, don't try to speak like an American. Seriously. Americans speak the way they do naturally. English is not your native language, I believe, for most of you. So learn perfect pronunciation. Then as you practice speaking more and more and more, naturally, you will change things. So I'll tell you the other pronunciations. Ing should sound like ing. But many times when we say it faster, it sounds like in, like in, a short I, in. So talking, talking, talking. What are you talking about? But the most common pronunciation for Americans is actually a schwa n. Talking, talking. So talking, talking, talking. And the last one is the most common sound that you'll hear Americans use. But when you are speaking, please say it properly. Talking. What are you talking about? That's what you should do. Okay? Does that help? I hope so. Jack says, Leah is happy with the answer. Good. Jack says, we are in Germany, say to ask people in the USA to ax. Yeah. So once again, say ask. Don't say ax. If you ax somebody, you might kill them. Don't be killing anybody. All right. Say ask. But yeah, you may hear some Americans say ax. You won't hear me saying it. I don't say ax. If I say ax, it's a joke. Say ask. Yusuf, back after a long time. Great to have you. Garlic, hello from Russia. Spasibo. Spasibo. Thank you for joining me. Gus Trevisan, cheers from Brazil. I learned a lot from you years ago. Thank you. Obrigado. Atefe, I'm also originally from Iran, currently living in Berlin. We appreciate your help teaching English in a very easy and fun way. My English is getting better. That is great. That makes me happy. Another question, is month pronounced as same as months? Not at all. The most important sound in American English is what? Who can answer that question? The most of all the sounds, the vowel sounds, the consonant sounds, the sound clusters, of all the sounds in American English, the most important sound is what? Who knows the answer? I'll wait for your answer. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. No. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Are you serious? Nobody knows the answer. You know me, and you don't know the answer? Oh my God. You don't know me. You don't know me. I don't see any of my regular students here. So, yeah, we're sticking on this question. Don't ask another question until we figure this out. Again, I'll ask the question. What is the most important sound in American English? Okay? We've got vowel sounds. We've got consonant sounds. There are sound clusters. What is blended sounds? What is the most important sound, the most important phonic in American English? Probably British English too, but I don't teach British English. I'll wait for your answer. The schwa sound, absolutely not. However, it is a sound that you absolutely must learn, but it's not the most important sound. Not the schwa. Yet, no. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Telegram is on. Oh, cool. Alexi, you're a stud. Let me see if I can figure out how to bring it up. Not the schwa sound. Alexi, I don't see how to see it. If you can, in Telegram, if you can put a comment showing me how I can see it in Telegram, I would really appreciate that. No, not the silent letters, not the TH, not the vowel sounds. No, the answer is, I'll give you the answer now. The most important sound in American English is the S. The S sound is the most important sound. The S. If there is an S. Okay, thank you. Comments for live is here. Thank you. I can see that. Good. The most important sound in American English is the S. The S sound. It shows verb tense, runs. It shows plural, pencils. It shows possession, Shane's car. The S has meaning. It's absolutely important. The S sound is the most important sound in American English. So when you see an S, you need to pronounce the S. So the question was month, M-O-N-T-H, and months, M-O-N-T-H-S. When does M-O-N-T-H-S sound the same as M-O-N-T-H? Not at all. Before I give you the answer, I'm going to ask another question. What are the 3 strongest sounds in American English? What are the 3 strongest sounds in American English? There are 3 of them. Obviously, one of them is S because it's the most important. What are the other 2? What are the 3 most important sounds in American English? Jaskaran, my brother from an Indian mother. SNL, thank you very much, Jaskaran, who was my student, my disciple for many years. Thank you, sir. SNL. Those are the 3 most important sounds. What are the 3 strongest sounds? What are the 3 weakest sounds in American English? What are the 3 weakest sounds in American English? Answer me. I'll wait for your answer. The 3 strongest sounds, SNL. The 3 weakest, good job, Garage. Good job. Oh, I forgot your damn name again. I'm such an idiot. Good job. Thank you, Jaskaran. Jaskaran, you are really my brother. DTTH. DTTH are the weakest sounds. So what does that mean? SNL write this down. You guys should be writing it down. This is so important. This is one of the most important rules. Thank you. SNL are the strongest sounds. D, T, TH are the weakest sounds. So what does this mean? It means when you have an S next to a DTTH, we can cancel the DTTH. Always? No. But sometimes we do. Many times we do. If you have an N and next to the N is a DTTH, you can cancel the DTTH. Always? No. But many times we do. If you have an L and there's an DTTH next to the L, many times we can cancel the DTTH. So this rule is crucial. If you want to improve your listening skills, you have to know this rule. The strong sounds, SNL. Thank you, my mom made it. The weak sounds, DTTH. You have to know that. So let's go back to our word. MONTH. 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 Now there's an N and a TH. Can we cancel the TH? We could, but we don't. If we're only saying the word, we say month. Month. But MONTHS, oh boy. Now we've got an N, strong sound, TH, weak sound, S, strong sound. Ooh, now what happens? Perfect pronunciation, we say months. You can see my TH with my tongue, months. And then you can hear my S at the end. But when Americans say it fast, the TH is gone, and we say months, months. Month, TH, month, months, months. With an S, the TH is gone. So that is my answer. I know it was a long answer, but very important. To understand these rules is super important for your listening skills. This is why you should join my classes. All of you should be in my classes if English is important. If English is not important, forget about it. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So I think we're live on Telegram, which is so cool. I'm so happy. Alexi's trying to show me how to use this. Comments for live is here. Good. And good. Thank you so much. Good. Yeah, so if you're on Telegram, I would love to see a hello from you. I want to see a hello from you. The S sound. Ali from Iran. Great, 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 great. Good. So make sure you leave a comment so I can see it. All right, let me go back to your questions. I'll go to Instagram first. The T sound is not. It's a weak sound, Atefe. It's great to have you, buddy. Thank you for joining. Cheers from Brazil. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Looks like Instagram people are just quiet. They're just listening. I'm just listening. I'm just quiet. Okay. But YouTube people are super active. Telegram people look very quiet too. Telegram people, why are you so quiet? Don't be quiet. Sound off. Ask questions. Aladdin, Zane, how you guys doing? Good to see you, Aladdin and Zane. Let's go back to your questions. Connected speech. Yeah. Enrique is my pronunciation. Okay. Enrique. Yeah. Connected speech is important. It's different though. Add the S. Okay. I guess they search Google. No, they should be my students like Jaskaran. Nobody teach. Only I teach this. If you ask another English teacher, they don't know the answer because they're not real. I like them, but they're not real. My mom made it. The most energetic teacher in the world. I hope every day has 48 hours. Then I can listen to you. You are so sweet. That is so nice. Daffer, what's the difference between much and money? I think you mean much and more. Use the dictionary. Pronounce fastened. Yeah, so fastened, obviously the T is silent, like listen, fasten, the T is silent. But the ending D, we should pronounce it fastened, fastened. But many times we use a stop sound. So we don't say fastened, we say fastened. We go to the D, but we don't release. Favorite videos. You are a great teacher. Thank you very much. Noman Ali Khan. Good afternoon. How you doing? Love you, sir. Noman. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Please ignore my previous. Oh no, I'll never ignore you. Where do you live, Coach? I live in the USA, in the state of Vermont. Do you guys know Vermont? The state of Vermont. Vermont is a very beautiful state. I like it. I live in the country. I totally live in the country. I don't see anybody. I just see trees. That's it. Trees and deer, bear, beavers, coyotes, mosquitoes, deer flies. Yeah, we got that too. Ants. I can see some ants. What is the difference between your free YouTube videos and your private lessons? Oh my God. They don't compare. There's no comparison. I'll just show you. So I got listening lessons. I have camp listening lessons, and I have speaking lessons. So I don't know if I can share my screen. I'll try sharing my screen. Share screen. Which screen is it going to try and share? Well, let's see if this works. Share screen. We'll do cast magic fodder. No answers. Okay, we'll try this one. No, that's the wrong one. That's not it. Oh my God, how many windows do I have open? Not a Chrome tab. Window. Okay, we'll share this. Okay, we'll try that. Oh, there you go. There you go. So this is, can I make this small and it's still, okay, good. So this is like my most recent DDM 924. This is DDM 924. And we just did the answers yesterday. Explanations coming up on June 5th. So all this red section here, the students did dictation, just like daily dictation. They did dictation, okay? For the really good students, the smart students, they did dictation for the blue section too. So this is the story. Every story has 4 red sections and usually 3 blue sections. And this is where the students get to become actors. They have to make a recording saying this exactly the way the actors say it. So here's another red section, and here's another red section. Here's a blue section, and VIP members get bonuses too. They get a podcast, a private podcast, and they have to answer this question: have you ever had an allergic reaction to something? And they answer this, and we listen to all of their recordings, and we make a podcast. Then there's a quiz. These were blanks, so it was all blanks like that. And then you have to take one of these phrases and fill in the blank. And it looks easy, but it's not. So there's a quiz. And then, of course, there's our acting section. After that, there's a glossary that describes all the new words and phrases, and there's so many. This is just all the stuff that we learned in this one lesson. It's fantastic. So they get videos, you get podcasts, you get so much stuff, and that's just the DDM, and I just showed you part. In my speaking class, this is our current speaking assignment. I'll show you that. So in our speaking class, you have a speaking assignment. This is the story, lots of numbers. The focus this assignment is numbers. There's the title. You have to practice this assignment 3 times a day. And after by June 8th, you have to send me your recording, and I listen to everybody's recording, and then I make a video telling you about your pronunciation mistakes. Again, there's a VIP section. You have to answer this question: audio. What sorts of numbers are confusing to you? How do you prefer to interact with businesses on the phone, email, apps, in person? And then there's a vowel quiz. You have to find the long E vowels in this assignment. Very challenging. This is Perf 400. So this is an example of a Perf assignment. And that's just the assignment. We have so much more. Obviously, we have live classes. So you can join the live classes and you can practice your speaking, fix your pronunciation, ask questions, build friendships, relationships, and partnerships. It's amazing. Every month we have AMA type classes. There's personal feedback, which is tremendous. And then there's camp. And I haven't started camp I run my camp in China right now, but I am going to bring my camp to you outside of China, anybody outside of China. And I'll show you, for example, my last lesson for China. I'll just show that to you if I can find it. Yeah, it was this one. This is the newest one anyway. Let me share my screen. Window, is it this? I think it's this. So yeah, this is what the assignment looks like, and this is live. We do camp live, okay, with me. Okay, so you study with me live, and you can see there's dictation here. We got some dictation. That's it, much shorter. Here's all the answers, the answers, and all the yellow and blue. These are new expressions and new phrases for many people. Not everybody, but many people. There's so much to learn. Should you memorize? No, absolutely not. Do not memorize. No. But there's the answers. Then there's a glossary, a definition of all the words and phrases. It's a really excellent glossary. And then I give you a daily challenge, one a day. Pick one question and answer it, audio or video. And you can use any of these questions to make an answer. We check everybody's answers, and we give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you have a serious problem, we tell you what your problem is and how to fix it, that you should fix it. And of course, live class with me, you can ask questions. And we have other live classes that you can join during the week to practice and ask questions and get personal feedback. That's English Camp. It'll be English Boot Camp for you guys. We'll start that probably at the end of July or the beginning of August. Right around then is when we're going to do that. So they're all different. DDM, Perf, Camp, they're all different. I have many students who are in all three. They're all excellent, and they're completely different. They're completely different from my free videos. They're really, really super, super powerful. Yeah. Oh, cool. I'm looking at your comments. That's really cool. I love to see your comments. Yeah, so they're really excellent, and I hope that you join. You should join. And you can try DDM and Perf, the first two that I showed you. You can try one lesson on me, complimentary, free, including live classes. I'll let you do that because I like you. But if you ask for the free VIP lessons and you don't study them, you can't ask again, okay? Because we don't want flakes. We want serious people, and because we're serious about what we do. This is not a joke. This is our job. We're serious about this. So if you really do want to try, then send an email. Contact right here, the blue. You see the blue right there. Contact at letsmasterenglish.com and say, oh, Coach Shane said I could try VIP lessons for free. That's all you have to do, and we'll start you. We'll let you start, okay? People say like we have people in Russia, and they say, oh, I want to join, but I can't pay. No, don't worry. You can pay to get the free. The free lessons are free. We'll let you try it for free. But if you want to join, don't worry. We have payment systems. It's not a problem. It's a secret. No, it's not a secret. But we have payment systems, so it's really easy for you. People in Iran, a little bit more difficult, but we have students in Iran too. There's a way that you can pay to be an actual member, but the membership is so great. So I really recommend that you join. But thank you very much for the question. I'd like to join just for the live sections. I need to speak. Yeah, so Camp is probably best because Camp makes you speak every single day. It's very powerful. It forces you to speak every day. And what's beautiful about Camp, it makes it different from DDM and Perf. Those are the most popular classes. But what's different about Camp is when you do your speaking every day, you have to speak in your words, not somebody else's words. And that's very powerful every day. That alone is hugely important because you can speak English if you want. Oh, I speak English. But the thing is, to improve your English pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, you need to have somebody like me and my team watching you, checking you. And when you make a mistake, we'll tell you. This is very important. And that's the advantage of Camp. Our Camp class is free. Are you kidding? No, they're not free at all, Christy. They cost millions of dollars. So in my camp, right now in my China camp, I have 12 coaches working. I've got a team of support, school administrator and everything. So no, it's a big operation. Many people are working many hours to give you the best. So no, of course it's not free. My YouTube stuff is free. My podcast is free. But if you're serious, then you should join. Layla says, hi, my lovely teacher. Hi, Layla. Saeed, I'm from Iran. Welcome, welcome. Zain, also in Iran. Have you seen stingless bees where you live? No, the bees where I live, they sting. Dear Coach Shane, do you consider yourself a big coffee drinker? I'm a regular coffee drinker, but not a big coffee drinker. This coffee will last me 2 days. So it's a venti. It'll last me 2 days. Bum, 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 bum. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Best teacher. You're too nice. A place you don't have students are Guinea-Bissau. Yeah, exactly. Guinea-Bissau, I do not think we have any students. Did you know I had a student from North Korea? Yeah, I did. Actually, the student was North Korean, and he was working at the UN for a summer in a couple of years ago. And during that summer, he took my classes. That was cool. So let me see. Where can I? Yeah, Chris, send the email. So if you want the free trial, complimentary lessons, contact at letsmasterenglish.com. If you're serious, I want you. In the word mother, pronounced more like a short. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, just me. It's a good question. And just me, you can't see on Instagram, but just me is using an alphabet system called the IPA system. It's the International Phonetic Alphabet System. And I'm going to show you something. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Something very important. Come on. Verse 30. Why is it taking so long? I think my computer's needs to be updated. Okay, so I'm going to start showing you a series of pictures to everybody. I want you to pay close attention to these pictures. Where is it? Okay, good. I got to share my screen. Just a second. Share my screen, window, and this. All right, I want you to focus on this right here, that A with a colon. This is the US pronunciation. That's called an IPA symbol, okay? This is from which dictionary? Cambridge Dictionary, but it's US pronunciation. This is let's see if I can do this. This is the IPA symbol from the Kobold Dictionary, American pronunciation. It's different. You see that? Did you see it was different? That's an A colon. This is a C, backwards C with an underline. And that's from Collins. This is from dictionary.com. It's another backwards C, but no underline. This is from Oxford. It's an O with a caret on top. This is from Longman. It's C, backwards C with a colon. This is from Merriam. It's an O with a dot, not a caret. Those mean different things. This is just a simple backwards C. That's from vocabulary.com. And my point is the IPA phonetic alphabet system, I'm sorry to say, is garbage. It's no good. I just showed you 7 dictionaries, and all of the spellings for the same word for American pronunciation, according to the IPA, were different. How can you learn pronunciation that way? Your friend looks in this dictionary, your other guy, you look in this dictionary, it's different, you're confused. How do we do this? Which one is right? Which one do we do? So a long time ago, before the internet, the IPA system was good. But now with the internet, if you look at these pictures, look again, I'm going to show you the last one. Every online dictionary has a speaker. Do you see that speaker? Do not read pronunciation. Do not try to read pronunciation. Listen to pronunciation. That's what you need to do. You need to listen to pronunciation. Another thing you need to do, what you should do, not the IPA, you should learn phonics. And the UK phonics and American phonics are different. New York City phonics, Texas phonics, Chicago phonics, California Encino phonics are different. So how do you do this? You should learn standard American phonics, which is what I teach. Or in the UK, you should learn RP, which is called received pronunciation, RP, UK phonics. Those are the only two you should learn, RP or standard American. That's it. Learn phonics. It's not spelling, it's sound. But every sound has a name. So, for example, if you join camp or if you join Perf or DDM, I give you a full phonics lesson for free. And it shows you every sound and it shows you the name of the sound. But you got to listen for the sound. It's not reading a sound, it's listening for the sound. So going back to the question, M-O-T-H-E-R, M-O-T-H-E-R, the way we explain that pronunciation is mother, mother. The O is pronounced as a short U sound, and the short U is mother, mother. F-U-N, fun, fun. Same O-N-E, one, all the same. That is how you learn sounds. That is how you learn pronunciation. You focus on the sound, not the spelling. The spelling doesn't mean anything. The spelling can be crazy, right? D-E-A-D. What's the pronunciation? Dead. D-E-A-L. What's the pronunciation? Deal. E. Same spelling, different pronunciation. Spelling will cause a disaster for your pronunciation. You need to learn how to listen and repeat for pronunciation. Again, when you study, you should listen to standard American pronunciation, which is me, or standard British pronunciation. I don't know. You got to find that teacher. I don't know who that teacher is. I teach American pronunciation. So this alone right here, what I'm telling you, we learned so much already today. The strongest sound in American English is what? Put your answer. The strongest sound in American English is what? The strongest sound in American English is what? I'll wait for your answer. The strongest sound in American English is what? We have a delay. It's okay. There's about a 10-second delay, sometimes 15 seconds. The most difficult sound is R. Not for Chinese people. Chinese people are good at the R. So I think maybe some of you have come and go. When I do these lectures, I really advise you stay the entire time because I'll give you extremely valuable information for free that no other English teacher will give you for free. So again, I'll say it again. The strongest sound in American pronunciation is the S sound. And I told you why earlier. The three strong sounds in American English are what? The most important sound in American English is the S. The three strongest sounds in American English are what? I told you this. SNL. Thank you, Ingrid. The three weakest sounds in American English are what? The three weakest sounds in American English are what? Arthur, welcome. Mariam, great. D-T-T-H. This is basic information. No other English teacher will teach you this. Why? Maybe they want to charge you or they don't know because they haven't been teaching English as long as I have. Okay? It's easy to remember SNL, D-T-T-H. SNL, Shane, that's me. S-N-L, Shane never lies. Those are the strong sounds. SNL, S-N-L, Shane, S, never, N, L lies. Shane never lies. The weakest sounds are DTTH. Easy to remember. D, don't. T, trust. TH, that. Shane never lies. Don't trust that. Ha ha ha. It's funny, but it will help you. It's called a mnemonic. It'll help you remember. SNL, DTTH. Extremely important. And now I've taught you about phonics and the IPA system and the best way to learn pronunciation. English teachers hate me for saying that, but it's true. So, and I showed you, I gave you proof. I showed you the word TALK, talk. I showed you 7 different dictionaries, and they spell with the IPA symbol, they use 7 different IPA spellings. That's the stupidest thing I ever saw. All American pronunciation. How can you as a student, you don't know that. I'm telling you that. How can you know which one is right? Are they all the same? No, they're not. So I taught you about pronunciation and phonics. Extremely valuable stuff, guys. Really, really, really valuable stuff. So like I say, you guys know me from my videos and you guys know me from my podcast, and I'm funny, I'm happy, I'm like really cool, like, hey, let's do this. Yeah, all right. But I'm not a fake teacher. I'm a real teacher. I know how to help you. I know how to fix your English. I know how to help you improve, and I can do it fast. But you need to be serious. So if you're serious, join me. Otherwise, just have fun. Alex, how you doing, Alex? I see you there, Alex, on X. Thank you. Pronunciation is a piece of cake. So is reading. But when it comes to speaking, the story is different. Speaking's easy. Yeah. Pronunciation, when it comes to speaking, pronunciation is the absolute most important thing. If your pronunciation is not good, I can't understand you. And if I can't understand you, I don't want to listen to you. That is no good. That is a disaster. Your pronunciation needs to be good. What if you have an accent, a Spanish accent, a Chinese accent, a Portuguese accent, a French accent? That's fine. No problem. As long as your pronunciation is good. Does your pronunciation have to be great? Does it have to be like mine for American pronunciation? Nope, not at all. But it has to be good. And there's a trick. When we look at pronunciation, we need to divide pronunciation into 2 pieces. Number 1, consonants, and number 2, vowels. And the way you study and master those sounds, it's 2 different ways. Consonants are studied this way. Vowels are studied in another way. No English teacher teaches that, just me. How do I know about that? Because I've been teaching it for so long. So yeah, just giving you value bombs. Alex says, you can also sing in Chinese. Sanaipan, Juan de Cafe. Yeah, I'm not going to sing in Chinese. Only on my Chinese networks will I do that. Okay, so I've been really serious. I've been really tough. Shub, how you doing, Shub? Great to see you, Shub. It's awkward. Bum, bum, bum. Dum, dum, dum. I struggle with the TH, like think, thank, though. Yeah, remember with the TH sound, there's 2 different TH sounds, right? There's an aspirated TH and a vibrated TH. People like to use big words, fricative and that doesn't make any sense to anybody. There's one TH with air and one TH with vibration. Make it easy. Unless you're a linguist. If you're a linguist, yeah, go study all the science. My pleasure. Yeah, my pleasure. I love sharing information with you guys. So yeah, so people are asking, where are those comments? So right now we're live streaming on Instagram. So my Instagram comments are over here. We're live streaming on X, which is Twitter, and YouTube. and YouTube 3 different channels on X and LinkedIn. So that's 5, 6, 7, and someplace else. I can't remember where else. And that's right here. And then we're also live streaming on Telegram, and Telegram is over here. So Instagram, Telegram, and everybody else is in the middle. So yeah, if you can't, you might not be able to see each other's comments and questions. I apologize, but hey, I can see it. Hi, Coach Shane. How you doing? All right. Give me another question. Now, Alex, you're on Instagram. Alex, you're everywhere. I don't know, but I feel English is an emotional language, but Chinese or Korean are dry languages. So, Leah, I mastered the Korean language. I mastered Korean, and every language is emotional, can be emotional. Even Russian, Russian can be an emotional language. But I think the big difference is in the dynamics of the language. And what that means is when Americans speak, Spanish people, Portuguese, Italians, French, especially these 5 languages, when we speak our natural language, we have an up and down style. That's called sentence intonation. That's sentence intonation. We have a lot of sentence intonation, which makes it easier to hear the emotion. Other languages like Korean and Chinese and Russian, for example, are quite flat. The tone is much more flat. Not always, but in general, compared to English, it's much more of a flat tone. But that doesn't mean there's no emotion. And the way you can catch that, yeah, the intonation, exactly. The way you catch that is in songs, right? Listen to songs. And these days there's a song that I love. I shouldn't play it, but it's a Chinese song. Anyway, that's really popular on Instagram all over the world. Peng Yo, I can't remember the lyrics, but anyway, the emotion in that song is tremendous. It's outstanding. I love it. Let me see. When I speak English, I sound like a robot. Yeah. So in that situation, my perf class would be perfect for you. I mean, and I'll show you the class, the screen again. Here we go. Again, this is my perf, PIRF, perfect English. P is pronunciation, intonation, sentence intonation, rhythm, sentence rhythm, and flow, sentence flow. That's what we focus on, speaking, how to make you sound like an excellent speaker. We cover these are the 4 crucial steps to mastering speaking. Pronunciation is always number 1. Then there's intonation. You can learn from zero understanding to great intonation, 3 months. Zero rhythm to great rhythm, 3 months. These are crucial to being effective. This is crucial to being understood. These 2 are crucial to being effective. And of course, you want all 3 together. So we have flow. That's how perf works. It's really teaching speaking is almost impossible until I developed perf. It's the best. Do these words sound the same if we pronounce them without intonation? Safety and safety. Safety is important. Safety is, yes, they could. Yes, a learner. They could sound exactly the same. It seems that I am too monotone. Alex, you are not monotone. So I know Alex, everybody. You on X, Udic on Instagram. I know Alex. I met Alex. I've spoken with Alex several times. Alex is a great guy. Alex, you are too humble. Too humble. As being an adult, I feel that learning vocabulary is a bit more difficult like it was when I was a teenager. What's the best way to learn it? That's another excellent question. Learning vocabulary as an adult. So believe it or not, The best